I like all the cameras are all extended.
How are you, Tyson?
I'm still well. I'm well. Good looking, rich, young, successful, attractive, tanned. Is there anything else I could be? Probably a lot.
What's your thoughts on Dillian not turning up today?
I've no real concern about him not turning up. Man's a bit of a PUSSY. That's all I can say.
You believe you're already independent?
Yes, man's a shit house. He's getting chinned.
Is it all the belts next?
Nope, retirement. I'm retired after this fight.
How many beers will you drink after you beat Dillian Whyte?
None, because I'm on a dry year.
Tyson, stylistically, Deontay Wilder to Dillian?
Oh, it's two different types of opponents. One's tall, rangy and speedy, and one's short and squat and aggressive.
What do you make of Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte?
I kind of expected it because they're both losers. They have losses on their little club. Chisora's backing him as well, because they're in the little club of the losers, and I'm in the elite club of undefeated lineal champion on my own.
Just talk us through during the Wilder fight when you went down, and a lot of people thought that was it, but once again you rose up. What goes through your mind at that point?
It's like, get up, you bum. Like Rocky said, like Mickey said to Rocky, get up, bum. You got bum all around.
For me, you always say you don't care about legacy, you don't care about how you're remembered, but one thing you do care about is the champions that came before you. If you could have fought one of them in your prime versus prime, who'd you go with?
None of them. I wouldn't have fought anybody because I don't match fighters against different eras.
Tyson, you said that you had two careers. This is the second part of your career. In your first part of your career, you never felt that you got kind of the satisfaction from beating fighters. In the second part of the career, have you got what's missing from the first part?
Yeah, the 120 mil to go with it. Get up!
Tyson, you've got a history with Dillian since 2009. How much has he improved since that sparring?
I don't think he's improved at all since he got knocked out by AJ. How long ago was that? 2000 however long ago.
You didn't see a different Dillian against Povetkin?
Yeah, I've seen him get knocked back out by a man 45-year-old at the end of his career. That's about it. Man's a bum, and he belongs in the bum section.
Tyson, what was the situation with Conor McGregor a week or so back?
Bit of a publicity stunt. Super Bowl weekend, all eyes on us. Ain't gonna lie.
So there's no beef between you two?
Beef. Man's 10 stone, 20 stone. Behave yourself. The only beef we would have is me eating him in a beef sandwich.
Everyone told us that if he promoted you, you'd be a much bigger star. What's your reaction to that?
Biggest star in America, biggest star in England, multi-millionaire. Eddie Earn. Suck on that, you little sucker.
Tyson, did you enjoy doing the press conference on your own, having the floor, so to speak?
I did enjoy it, and I don't need an opponent because I'm more than capable of handling all of it on my own, as we saw today.
Tyson, let's see your UK fans excited to see you for the first time.
Cannot wait to see you all at the fight. It's going to be an epic night.
Tyson, how strongly do you feel about not having British officials for this fight?
Yeah, there'll be no British officials, none.
Your reaction to Taylor Catterall?
I thought it was a good fight, and both fighters done the best they could.
114, 111 scorecard, ludicrous.
The scorecards and all that, the judging, is out of my hands, so it's none of my concern. But it was a great fight. Both fighters done their best, and that was it.
No, these robberies, yeah.
Something has to be done, 1,000,000%.
What does Joshua have to do to win the USIP rematch?
Knock him out.
Will you be there?
Where is it?
Probably UK.
Probably not going to happen either. With the way things are going at the moment, with all the conflict and all that, I don't see that fight happening in April or May. No way.
But if it does, would you be ringside?
No. I'll be on a beach somewhere, drinking a pina colada, sitting next to a hot blonde. Get up.
Tyson, there's been some comments as to whether you're receiving the purse bid, money that was bid. Are you getting that full amount of money?
How much is it?
30 million plus?
No, it's 32 million plus. Get your facts right.
Are you getting that?
I'll be getting more than that. Because that's only a minimum guarantee. I'll get more than 32.5 million for this fight, guaranteed.
Tyson, years ago I remember you scoffed at Wilder saying that he's a former basketball player. Do you think the difference between you and these other fighters is they're just great athletes trying to fight, whereas you've been doing this since you were walking?
Yes, most definitely. I am the ultimate fighter, and I've proved it many, many times. And these guys turn up for a paycheck. That 32.5 million that this guy was talking about, really unimportant to me. Doesn't change my life at all, not 1%. Doesn't change me, doesn't do anything. But it does them. And I'm still the same OG.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury from 10 years ago would say about you today?
He's the one good-looking son of a bitch. Don't you ever die.
And just before Tyson, what advice would you give to anyone suffering from mental health right now?
Seek medical advice immediately, because the sooner you do, the sooner you can get back well again and get back on track.
Also, prediction for the fight?
I'm going to knock this bitch out.
Jake says that if Tommy Fury wants to fight him, he needs to fight Tyron Woodley first. Just what do you think of that?
I don't really think it's none of my business what Jake Paul does or Tommy in their fights. Tommy will be on the undercard. I'm hoping that'll be it. What the boys will do, the boys will do.
Jared Anderson for this camp. What do you make of sparring him?
If he can make it in time, then we'll be sparring Jared. But if he's not, we'll spar whoever. The thing is with Dillian Whyte is he's not some slick American who's going to dodge a million shots who you need a specific guy for. I could spar the local bin man for Dillian Whyte because he's an average heavyweight with average skills. So there's nothing that really does really special that's unusual. He's just a basic heavyweight, really.
Well, you're going to face with Cam or Vegas.
Tyson, could you look down this camera, please, and tell Dillian Whyte what you're going to do to him on fight?
Dylan Whyte knows what I'm going to do to him on fight night. Tune in to find out.
Tyson, I know Dillian's a mandatory in this fight, but do you have a rematch clause in this contract if you were to lose it?
No, there's no rematch clauses. Don't need one. I'm that confident knocking him out. Don't need a rematch.
Tyson, you mentioned you're nearly 34. Do you feel there's a bit of physical deterioration that your mind is having to recompensate for?
No, I'm 34. This is my final fight in my career. I'm retiring after this. 150 million in the bank. Good looking, healthy, young. I'm going to buy a massive yacht abroad. We've got loads of supercars and properties all over the world. Just going to sit back with a hot blonde pina colada and think, you know what, I fucking made it. Boom! Matthew will be there too.
So you won't be having an undisputed fight if you win this fight?
Retiring, I told you. I'm out. This is my final fight. This is the final countdown. I'm done. Done. Just told you. Sit on the beach next to a hot blonde drinking pina coladas. That's it. Do we need to do any more? Get a tan, put some baby oil on, whatever, I don't know.
Will you be drinking?
What world champions do?
Will you be drinking Furiosity for the build-up in this fight?
I'm actually off all energy drinks at the moment because I'm in training camp for a big fight.
Tyson, you obviously couldn't make it for the Wilder fight. How special is it that your dad's going to be there for this fight?
Oh, it's great. You know, my dad's not been to the last however many fights I've had in America, 5 fights, but he's going to be very vocal in this camp. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, good. Can't wait.
You love calling AJ a dosser, you love calling Dillian a dosser. Who's the bigger dosser?
Wilder's the dosser. Dillian's a slink. So it's a new one. He's a big slink. Yeah? Wilder's a big dosser. White is a big slink.
What does that mean?
I don't know, I just made it up. It means it's another word for a dosser.
Cheers,
big slink. Do you know what slink is, Matthew?
Yeah.
Proper dosser.
Last one, guys.
Yeah.
Last one. Social media blackout.
Yeah.
Same as the last fight.
Yeah.
Just to get you all ready, mindset all ready for the big fight.
Yeah.
Perfect. Top man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Tyson.
No one else?